time I was in your position and I was about to graduate. And I wasn't really listening to the person speaking in front of me. All I heard was, you may now stand up, you may now take your seats. In the time that they called my name, in the time that they declared us graduates. So I'll assume that most of you are also not listening to me. Because that time I was actually thinking about, I was either daydreaming or thinking once per dinner. Anyway, I'm sure even most parents here are also thinking of the same. Because right now, the highlight of this event is you, the graduates, walking out here and shaking the hands of all those lovely people. And you just did that. So, moving on, I was given the question, how did PSD mold me as a person? Well, I would honestly answer that. I would proudly answer that PSD did not contribute anything to my well-being. Surprise? Let me explain. Because the general idea of PSD and any school is that it's just an institution where you go, sit down, open your books, and pretend to be reading Philippine history. Well, so with that question, I have no really good answer. But if the question is rephrased to how did your stay in PSD mold you as a person, then let me answer that by saying I really had a very rich experience during my stay in PSD. I have learned just about everything I need to know in life, like discipline, respect, love, especially love. You know, high school is the time that we all seek for partners, and other many stuff. I learned this not from PSD, but I learned this from the people that comprise PSD, especially the faculty and my classmates. Even the utility person, Tito Sarge, he gave me some tips on how to remove my pimples. So I also have done a lot of crazy things with my friends, a lot of good and stupid and not so very nice things that I have really done last fall. So, moving on, you all have been declared graduates. Then what? Then comes the dinner and the food. Then what? Then comes college. Now, when I graduated high school, I had a lot of emotions going on. I was happy and sad, and I was excited, but I was anxious. I was happy because I finished high school. I was sad because I'll be leaving a lot of my friends behind. I was excited because I'll be starting a new chapter in my life. And I was anxious because I have an idea on how to live in the Philippines. I stayed here for 15 years, from grade 1 to 4th year high school, and I have no idea whatsoever in dealing with fellow Pinoys. I don't know if I would still address them as my friend or Sadiq. And most important of all, I don't know anything about commuting in the Philippines. I don't know how to ride the jeep. I don't know the streets. And I also don't know how to say, or how loud I should say, para. And with that, I remember my first day in college. It was a very cold day. It was raining. And I took the wrong jeep. It was jam packed. I was at the edge of my seat. I was shivering because of the cold, and I was shivering because I was nervous. But eventually, I got to my building, and I was looking for my room, which was in the 4th floor. And I was looking for room 402 in the 4th floor, but I was actually looking for it in the 7th floor. And all I see is room 701 to 711, and I'm wondering why they did not include room 100 to room 611. Only to find out that each floor is each room is named after the floor. Like In the first floor, 100 to 111. The second floor, 200 to 211, and so on and so forth. But eventually, after 2 days, I eventually got the hang of navigating through my school and navigating through the streets of Baguio. Well, college is a very fun place to be. It's a very exciting part in your life. But you know, college. Some might say to you that college is easy, and some might say college is hard. But for me, college is actually some parts is actually easy, but generally it's not. It's actually it depends on how determined you are to make your life in college easier. My course, for example, mass communications. Our school in SLU is the toughest school that offers mass communications. Graduates from SLU, or most of the graduates from SLU, are far more better than graduates from other schools, and it's a general fact. And mass comm is also stereotyped as the easiest course because mas comfortable. Mass comm people are just reading in front of the TV, and that's it. But actually, there's more than being comfortable in mass comm. Students who have thought so that mass comm is the easiest course regretted taking up mass comm. I have some batchmates, 3 of them actually, who took up mass comm, found it hard and shifted to nursing, and they actually found it easier in our school, that is. And so, because in our school, for 2 years you only get at least 2 hours of sleep. 3 hours is considered luxury because we go to school in the morning, 7 a.m. Then we go home at around 5 or 6. Then we start gathering news articles, and we prepare them, we edit them, and we finish at 4 a.m. Then we try to get to sleep, and then we present them. We broadcast them in our schools the following hours. And I also don't like memorizing, but we were forced to memorize the journalism code of ethics. We were forced to memorize it word per word because it would come out in the exam. Let's say, for example, the KPP code of ethics. It's actually more than 10 pages, and we were forced to memorize that word per word, and only one item from those 10 pages will come out from the exam. And if you get one word or one article from in that item wrong, mid word, but still the thought is the same, you get no point. Even for the effort, you get no point. And I'm not great exam. Mass comm life is really like that. I also hate English. I remember my time in grade 5. I had the most embarrassing moment not the most, but one of the most embarrassing moments in my life. I was surprised, and my English teacher was also surprised that she asked me, just for a refresher, she asked me, Mr. Bakle, could you please at least give 3 consonants? And I was like, and then I clearly remember that my childhood crush is just two desks in front of me, and she was looking at me, staring down at me, because disgusted because I'm grade 5 and I don't know anything about consonants. Man, that was a major turn off for her. Anyway, I still took up mass comm, even though I know that it's full of English. Basically, it's English. And now I'm here. I graduated mass comm. I know a lot about consonants, and I also know about vowels. In our course, a lot of us broke down. A lot of us shifted. A lot of us transferred schools. But the only few remain, and those few are the people who are determined to finish the course. These are the people who are determined to make their lives easier, to make their parents' lives easier by finishing college and by finishing them in just 4 years, and by being the best in their fields. these are the people whom if you ask them, how was college life? They would say, it was hard, it was tough, it was pamatay. But we all got over it because we were all determined, we were all focused, and we all wanted to graduate in time, no matter how long it takes. And let me tell you that no course is easy. Some course may look easy, some course may sound easy.
No matter how long it takes.
But every course has its own way of making you cry. My sister, for example, she took up mass comm, same as I did, and on her third year high school, third year college, she cried and she said she wanted to shift nursing. But then, of course, my parents didn't allow it. Just 1 year to go, she'll be graduating. And I also have a classmate in first year college. When I was in first year college, she was already first year. It was his third time in first year college because he shifted and shifted, looking for the best course. And now I don't know where he is, but I think he's still there.
Second year.
No, when you step into college, well, I will tell you that please don't choose a course because you've been forced to get that course, or because your friends are all in the course, or because that course sounds good. Choose the course that will best fit you, that you think you'll be most interested in, and because determination and interest will make college life child's play. If you're interested, like most of us, my batchmates, we were all focused, we were all interested in our course, even though we were having no sleep at all. We were sleeping in our class, and our teacher is not happy about that. But we still got over our college life. And also, don't worry about our teachers. I know most of you have encountered, or some of you have encountered our teachers. Some of you might have been traumatized by them, but don't be scared of them. Actually, their teachers are everywhere. In college, our college makes up around 80% of our teachers. So you have very few options of getting to other teachers. I remember back in high school, my math teacher told us that third teachers are the best because you will be learning from them better. And when I stepped into college, I realized that she was right. You may hate your teachers for traumatizing you after, but still, I believe that you will sincerely thank them for what they have imparted you in your lives after you graduate. And also, it doesn't matter where school you go in, because like in PSD, it's not the school that makes you as a person. It's not the school that defines you. It's actually yourself that defines you, and your friends and your teachers. But generally, it's actually you. You may go to a not so good school. You may go to a one-star school, if there's such thing, and be still the best in your field. You may go into Harvard or other schools and be the worst in your field. It's not the school, it's you. And so, when you step in college, I ask you to inspire yourselves, motivate yourselves, because there's no one else in this room, in this hall, that can inspire you but yourselves. We may all give the inspirational talks we can. We may give you all the speeches we may give, the inspirations, but in the end, it will be still you who will take note of all of these things that we have been talking about, if you were listening. And so, one final thought about college. When you step into college, when you do things, and this actually doesn't just apply to college, it applies to your life, to everyday life. When you do something, do it right, do it well, so that you'll only do it once. So, and to all the graduates, I extend my congratulations to you. Congrats. And I wish you all a successful life ahead. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. It is really inspiring. Once again, gentle reminder for all the parents, please be mindful of your children. Do not allow them to play in